Welcome to experiment number 6. Aim to measure unknown impedance with Smith chart. Equipment required in this experiment is klystron oscillator, klystron power supply, klystron mount, isolator, frequency meter, variable attenuator, detector mount, waveguide stand, VSWR meter, cables, SS tuner, mountables, movable short, termination and act. In this experiment, the input is klystron power supply, is high DC voltage 250 to 300 volt DC. And this is input to the klystron mount and oscillator, and the klystron oscillator is convert this high DC voltage to continuous wave between X band. And X band frequency range is 8 GHz to 12 GHz, and this continuous wave in X band propagate in forward direction using isolator, and isolator does not allow backward propagated wave. And the variable attenuator in the full position means all power of electromagnetic wave pass to the variable attenuator, and variable attenuator in down position, some portion of the power absorbed in variable attenuator. And the frequency meter is used for measuring the frequency of our source, input source. And this one is a slotted line, slotted section transmission line, and the tunable probe of slotted section line is connected to the VSWR meter or oscilloscope. And as then input source is applied to slotted line, and slotted section line have a transmission line, and the standing wave pattern is created in the slotted section, and then given the output of slotted section given to the SS tuner, and then connect to the match termination. In this experiment, we have performed based on two different loads. First, take as a match termination and measure the minima and maxima, and then second use as a short termination. And using this reading, we will calculate our unknown impedance using Smith chart. And here I have represented the standing wave pattern with short and with load. So this one with short and this one with load. So distance between two minima is lambda g by 2, and this one is our here. This one is the first minima. This one is our second minima. And in this case, this pattern is minima with load. So this one is the minima with short, and this one is the minima with load. So distance between these two is d. Means take a difference between the distance at minima with short minus distance with load. You should get d. This standing wave pattern for both cases. And in this experiment, our first target measurement take at a load. First, perform the experiment with load, excluding the short termination. In first case, at the first termination is a load, and at that time, first find the minima d1 in slotted section line using oscilloscope with our transmission line scale as a reference, and then find the second minima d2. Then you should calculate d load is equal to d2 minus d1, and then find the SWR at d1 using VSWR meter. And that measured VSWR take as a radius in your Smith chart, and at that time in Smith chart, center taken as a 1 in a Smith chart. I will explain that Smith chart also. SWR used as a radius in the Smith chart taken as a 1 center. And at short, we have removed this match termination and replaced by using short termination. So second case, at a short termination, the find the first minima d1, find the second minima T2 and then calculate lambda g by 2 is equal to D2 minus D1, and lambda g is equal to 2 into D short. D short is equal to D2 minus D1, and this D is calculated using, means this is minima at load, and this minima at short, and this minima at a load. So D is a distance between D load minus D short. So you must calculate D, and then calculate ratio D by lambda g, and then move toward load in the Smith chart. In normal Smith chart, move toward loads and move toward generator. Two options are available. Means Smith chart, normally Smith chart is a graphical representation of your transmission line. In this case, we are moving toward the load, or next termination is load. Because of that reason, we are moving towards the load. So this is the Smith chart, center at 1, and take a radius equal to your measured VSWR and draw that circle. Your circle is completed, then you have a ratio D by lambda g, and you start from this reference line and move toward the load. D by lambda g is some discrete, means some value. Based on that value, you stop at that value and you mark it here, and then you scale it from point center 1 to this line. So this one is your intersection point at VSWR circle. So this one is your impedance point. Means in Smith chart, normally your real value of impedance and the complex value of impedance is available. So we will discuss more regarding that one. This round circle is representing your real value, and some another arc is available, capacitive and inductive values. So based on that, you should identify your unknown impedance in the Smith chart. So you will measure that value in Smith chart, and we will move to the actual hardware of micro testament. Smith chart. Smith chart is a graphical representation of the transmission line, and this is a graphical representation of the transmission. This is Smith chart, and here one taken as a center. In our experiment, one taken as a center, and this one is our normalized resistance value. In impedance, we have a resistance value plus complex value, means Z is equal to R plus JX. R is your resistance value, this is a complex value of your reactance, means is a capacitive or a inductive. Plus at that time is a inductive, and minus at that time capacitive. And in this Smith chart, this round circle is represented as a normalized resistance value, and this upper arc represent as a normalized inductive value, and this down circle in Smith chart that represent as a capacitive value. And here this arrow is moved towards the load. This arrow represent moves toward the loads, and this backward arrow represent the move toward generator. And in Smith chart, in this experiment, we first measured the SWR, and this SWR taken as a radius, and here taken the one as a center. The one is represented as a center, and SWR is equal to some measured value like 2, 3 or lower than 3. So you should, that 2 or 3 is taken as a radius in the SWR. Means this one is center, and you take the center and draw the circle, and that SWR is SWR circle. This one is SWR circle, and then you must calculate D by lambda g using our double minima method, and you should calculate D by lambda g, and D by lambda g as a some value like of 0.07. So here is a 0, and you move toward the load. So move toward the load up to 0.07, and from this 0.07 to connect to the center 1, and that line and your VSWR line intersect at one point, at some one point. Here I have marked this point, so that one is your impedance point, and in this case this circle is representing your real value, means normalized resistance value. In this case this circle is 0.5, here I write 0.5, and this arc is 0.4, 0.5 plus j 0.4. This one is your impedance calculate using Smith chart. So this is basic introduction of your Smith chart. And we will go to the actual hardware. So first case, we have two cases. First one is match termination, another one is a short termination. So first here is a match termination, and this one is our basic setup of micro test bench. This one is our Klystron power supply. This is a high DC voltage and Klystron oscillator that convert the high DC voltage to the X band frequency between 8 to 12 GHz resonance frequency. 8 to 12 GHz frequency in isolator. That isolator is flow the electromagnetic wave in forward direction. It does not allow the power in backward direction. The variable attenuator right now is in full position, means all power flow from this input port to the output port. And this is the frequency meter. This frequency meter is used to measure the input frequency of our micro test bench, that between 8 to 12 GHz, and is applied to the input of the slotted section line. This is your slotted section line, and this is the tunable probe that connect to our oscilloscope, and then SS tuner, and then match termination. So this experiment we will start with first match termination, and then we will move to the short termination. Okay, so I am pressing the button on. Right now input is 263 volt. Okay. Our aim is find the first minima, then second minima, and also find the first resonance frequency also. So our first target is to find the first minima. So this one is our first minima D1 using match termination. This D1 is exactly matched in this reference scale as a 9 centimeter. The D1 is 9 centimeter in the load case at first minima D1, and then find the second minima D2. This one is the maxima, and this come near second minima D2. This D2 is equal to 11.2 centimeter. So D1 is our 9 centimeter, D2 is 11.2 centimeter. We have D1, we have D2, and then calculate D2 minus D1, and you can calculate lambda g by 2 also for load case. And then we have second minima, and we will measure the frequency also. Using frequency meter, we will observe the deep on oscilloscope. This one is a deep in oscilloscope. This one, this deep. That frequency is 9.58 gigahertz. 9.58 gigahertz our resonance frequency, and we have a and then detuned. Okay, so this one is our second minima, and at that point we will measure the VSWR. So this one is oscilloscope, and on the VSWR meter and measure the VSWR. So change the probe here. This VSWR is 1.12 at minimum position, at minima D2. Okay, this SWR is 1.14. This SWR taken as a radius in the Smith chart. Clear? This 1.14 is taken as a radius in a Smith chart. Okay, this measurement we have taken using load. In this case, in second case is a move to the short. This one is our movable short. So movable short, instead of here we replace the movable short instead of match termination, match load. Okay, so first our target is the off our micro test bench. So right now is in on position because continuously our power is coming. That is then I have first off the micro test bench. Okay, and then you must replace the match termination. So right now I am opening that match termination. Okay, with movable short or match termination as a movable short, and then this is a fix, and then on the power supply. Okay, we'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes. First change the probe. So this one is our standing wave pattern. Okay, in movable short case, first find the minima d1 and then d2, and then you must calculate d short is equal to d2 minus you should calculate minima with short, means our target is to calculate first minima and then second minima. So this one is our first minima, this one is our 9.1 centimeter, d1 at 9.1 centimeter using movable short, and this one is the first minima. Then calculate second minima. This is the maxima, and this is the second minima, that is 11.2 centimeter. The second minima at 11.2 centimeter. Then your lambda g by 2 at short case is d2 minus d1. Okay, and based on that we will calculate d. D is equal to d load minus d short. So you must calculate d. D is equal to d load minus d short. Okay, and then you calculate d by lambda g. This calculate d by lambda g, and then d by lambda g, take d by lambda g, have some value, and using this value in Smith chart you move towards the load and mark it this value in Smith chart here, and then you find your unknown impedance using Smith chart. And if you have some mark value at some here near 0.07, I have marked it, and your reference center is 1, so you should join one line, and that line is intersect at one point in VSWR circle. So that point is your unknown, that point is your impedance value. That impedance value is in form of normalized resistance value plus normalized inductive value in this case. So that value you should measure and conclude the experiment. Okay, thank you so much.